Hey, welcome to Gunners Pitch Side with Louis. So just reviewing basically the season, the signings, etc., and where we go forward from here. Because there's a lot to talk about in a short space of time. So I'm just going to go through the players we signed. Nuno Tavares, hasn't actually got a price tag here. I think we paid about 6 or 7 million quid for him, something like that. He has been seriously hit and miss, hasn't he? I mean, he's brilliant going forward, but he's a disaster in defence. He needs to go out on loan. Next one, Albert Sambi Lokonga is not ready for the Premier League. Not for what we need. Not even as a squad player. I'd stick him out on loan. Give him a Leicester or maybe Nottingham Forest, who've just come up. He needs that experience, an experience of a team who's fighting and struggling, and so he gets that installed in him. So I'd offer him to someone like Nottingham Forest, because we might be interested in the player they want to sign off Middlesbrough, and I'll be going into that in a minute. Takahiro Tomiyasu, one of our best signings of the season. I think he cost about 17 million quid. You could say he's been our best signing of the season. And I would say he has been our best signing of the season. But his injuries have let him down in that respect. He's had muscular problems for months and months, and it affected where we finished. Effectively, we had to play Cedric there, and for me, Cedric's all right, but he's not up to it, mate. Not in the big games. Ramsdale, well, no one wanted him, did they? He turned out to be a good keeper in the end. I thought towards the second half of the season he wasn't as effective. He just needs to keep his head grounded. He's a top keeper, but he needs to stay grounded, not get so excited, and he'll be a top goalkeeper. I'm sure of it. He cost us 24 million. Depends what we win and go on to do. We give Sheffield United an extra 6 million. So there's one missing off this list, and if you look back in my videos, I was saying when he went back up, we had him on loan for half a season, and he got injured, and he didn't make much of an impact, but he made an impact in one game. We were 3-0 down at half time at West Ham, and this player changed the game. He ran the show. The orchestra of a 3-goal comeback. We should have won it 4-3 at the end with a Lacazette header, Martin Odegaard, and we got him for 30 million quid off Real Madrid. Is that now looking like the best bit of business of the summer? That was our best signing. Now, signings going forward, it seems like everyone wants to sign who we want. Do you know what I mean? Aaron Hickey, who I really want at left back, who can also play right back. Newcastle want him now. Oh, you'd be better off at Newcastle because Arsenal have already got a Scottish left back, Tierney. What? No, Tierney's the amount of game. Tierney only played like 22 Premier League games last season. We're in the Europa League. What if we have an FA Cup run, a Carabao Cup run? It could be like 60 odd games. Do you know what I mean? It could possibly. So we're going to need a massive squad. Arsenal needs to go in hard for this kid. They were looking at someone from Inter Milan, but Arsenal offered 20 mil. But Inter said no, they wanted more. Hickey's the man for me. He's the man for me. If Newcastle get him, I'll be pissed off. They seem to be going for everyone we want. Gabriel Jesus. Oh, Tottenham want him now. Tottenham want him. Why did Tottenham want him? Well, Tottenham might want him if Harry Kane goes to Liverpool, because Mane looks like he's off to Bayern Munich. 25 million quid. That is an absolute bar, mate. If that happens, that's a bargain, mate. It should be like 50 million. How can they let him go for 25 million quid unless there's a clause in his contract? By the way, Sadio, you should have scored a goal in the final in Champions League. I don't know how Courtois saved that. Liverpool were awful in that final, man. They just did not turn up. Madrid deserved to win it in the end. Sad for Klopp, really. Sad ending. No Premier League, no Champions League, but that's the way of it. They ended up with 2 domestic cups, and that's the way it ended. It's better than no trophy, isn't it? Apparently Arsenal are after the new Jude Bellingham of Aston Villa. I can't remember his name right now, but look, enough of youngsters. I want established players. Yuri Tillemans. Tottenham want him as well. So Arsenal and Tottenham are in a bit of a race to get him, and his price is like 25-30 million. He's not that expensive. But he had an awful season last season. That's why he's so cheap. You know, he's giving the ball away, not running back for it. If Tottenham want a player like that, they're welcome to him. But I'm sure if he came to Arsenal or Tottenham, he'd raise his game back up. Helen boy looks like he might be coming back. Serge Gnabry. Oh yeah, 35 million quid. It's a snip. It's a bargain. Yes, we'd have to pay him high wages. It'd probably be the highest paid player in the club, along with someone like Jesus, if we got Jesus. So you'd have Gnabry on one side, Saka on the other, and Jesus up front. I mean, that is formidable. Along with Martin Odegaard, who's first in everything in assists. He was only like 20 behind a legendary Mesut Ozil season. So with better players around him, Odegaard's only going to get better and better and better. I think he will actually surpass the assist record of Mesut. I really do. I really do. His Odegaard's really special, man. He just doesn't score enough. We need players who score goals from midfield. Smith Rowe does. And you're like, oh, what's going to happen to Martinelli? What's going to happen to Smith Rowe? We sign these players. Well, we have a squad. We're in 4 competitions. We're in the league. We're in the Europa League. We're in the Carabao Cup. We're in the FA Cup. Another right back, Jed Spence. Arsenal going after him as well. 15 million they want for him. It's quite expensive, but the kid looks like he's got a bright, bright future. If Arsenal can pull it off, it would be a coup. Hickey, Spence, we need cover. We can let Cedric go then. You got Tomiyasu and Spence. Spence would be the more dynamic fullback. So we wanted to play dynamically, you know. And I forget William Saliba's coming back to the club, innit? Yes. I know you wanted to play Champions League football, but look, William, just help us get it. He is one of the best young defenders in the world, and I see him knocking Ben White out of the team, quite frankly. I see him and Gabriel forming a formidable partnership. That's just my opinion. I think he'll play with White as well. But the thing is, with Saliba, he can play on the right side of the centre back, so he can play on the left side, so it doesn't really bother him. He's 6'3", he's a monster. I just can't wait to see him in that Arsenal shirt, mate. And he's going to get plenty of game time. But it's this Hickey transfer that's bothering me, mate. And Newcastle wanting to come in. We bid 20 million, and they bid 21.5, or Newcastle would be the better option. I still think that we got the advantage because we've got European football and we're more on the verge of getting in the Champions League than Newcastle. It's going to take them a few more years. But, look at the Mbappe deal. Money is absolutely destroyed football. Wages need capping now. Transfers need capping now. Because this Mbappe thing, how much is it on a week? 2 million for, was it 4 million a week? It's obscene. It really is obscene. What did I think of Arsenal's season? Overall, we did much better than last season, even though we conceded more goals. Gutted to lose out to Spurs, but that's why they brought Conte in, because he's world class, and you could tell, even though they had a few blips and that we were the team in the ascendancy. Really, we had the advantage. We had the games in hand. We could have finished third, let alone fucking fourth. But we wasted it. We wasted it. We chucked it away. We left it to the end. The North London derby, don't even get me started on that, because Son should have been sent off. And then he wasn't, and then Holding was 2 minutes later. They get a penalty. Kane scores, it's free, and Son scores as well. So, yeah. And then we went up to Newcastle needing a victory, and we didn't get it. We played terribly. We played absolutely terribly. Left it to the last day. I watched all the goals from that game. I had checked out of the season. I just want Serge Gnabry back. I do. I want Serge back. He wants to come back to the Premier League. That's clear and obvious. There would be other suitors, obviously, but I think Arsenal is his preferred destination. And look, we finished fifth, that close to the Champions League. We're not in the Champions League, but you've got to, if you want to get in it, you've got to have a couple of big names. And Arsenal's still a big club. They can attract these big names. We need a couple of big name signings, pay him biggish wages, pay Gnabry what he wants, what he's not getting off buying. Give him that. Say Jesus arrives, give him what he wants as well. With other players like Tielemans and stuff, I mean, he wouldn't demand the sort of wages Gnabry. Gnabry's a Champions League winner, a Bundesliga winner. He's a multiple titles. Same with Jesus, multiple Premier Leagues, cups. So we're bringing winners into the dressing room. It's just about addressing this defence as well. It's a cover. But I'm so happy William Saliba's coming back, man. But if we don't address the left back situation with Aaron Hickey, we could have problems again there. Because there's no way Tierney's going to stay fit in the middle of the park as well. We need cover for Thomas Partey. I mean, Tielemans could replace Xhaka. Rotate. Xhaka will play as well, but Tielemans in for Xhaka, and someone in. I'd go for Basuma. I mean, he's perfect, isn't he? He's perfect. I mean, or Basuma and Partey, because Partey's box to box, Basuma just sits. He's a beast. We don't pick Basuma up sooner or later. He's an Arsenal fan as well. Someone else will. If we don't get Gnabry, we could get Wilfred Zaha, say, who's another Gooner. Anyway, that's my views on the transfer window, and they're my realistic choices. We have signed Marquinhos, 3.5 million. Wolves are taking us to court, apparently, about it. Obviously, they had some sort of arrangement with them. Well, tough shit, Wolves. We got him. Bruno larging it up. Anyway, supposed to be a big summer for Arsenal. We'll see. It needs to be, because if it's not, we won't even get in the top six. Because people like Tuchel came out and said, "Oh, it's going to be a 5-horse race: Man U, Spurs, Chelsea, Man City, Liverpool." I thought, shut up, Tuchel. Oh, no mention of Arsenal in there at all. I thought, look, mate, Arsenal, you've got as much chance of winning the league as Arsenal next season. And like, he wanted Ivan Perisic, but looks like Perisic will go to Tottenham, mate, because of Conte. So, Chelsea aren't the attraction they used to be, quite frankly. They might get Jules Koundé. They need Jules Koundé. They've, two centre backs are gone, Christensen and Rudiger. They're going to leave any day now. Anyway, signing out this season. Next season's going to be different. Going to be going into a lot more games, and see what happens. I don't know if I'd do a transfer daily. I'd do a transfer weekly. I like doing transfers when we've actually made the signing. Transfer video. Anyway, speak to you soon. I hate all the rumours. I just like it when it's holding his shirt up.